Alright. First, I can't have audio because this bastard is playing some copyright music in the background. Pretty bad. But anyway, this is the main clip. This is Riley CS's own clip. This is what I'll just use neutral pronouns. Fuck it. This is what they uploaded. Fuck it. I don't fucking care. Yeah. This is what they uploaded. You know. Let's look at it. It is, you know, very, very, good aim, right? Can I slow this down? Playback speed. Yeah. Yeah. I want to see just everything. Right, I just want to see everything. Having them spamming E-rape music, what? We're talking about script kiddies flooding both teams with sniper bots, having them spamming E-rape music and stalemate whole servers. God damn, the snipers would only target other players and never the other sniper bots. Oh damn, okay. Okay, so, hold on, right from the get-go, was that... this part right here is already pretty weird, right? Oh, fucking... Why? Why? I mean, you could also just say he looked at the map, right? Because there is... Yeah, okay, that was the only guy on the map, so... Excusable. That guy in the back, though... Hold on. What the hell? No, he's... Okay, he's visible, so it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yep, however... So this one here, this one. Okay, this one's pretty clear cut. You can just say that much pre-fire. No, it was visible before on the previous clip. So that one, we're looking for concrete evidence. And here is one right here. I'm not even talking about the stone shooting. I'm talking about what happens after. Bam, dead, and directly aiming at someone through the wall. Now, you gotta be very careful in what happens. He shoots one guy and flicks to the other guy, but doesn't continue shooting. You know exactly what happened here. You know exactly what happened here. And then he sees him, and then he shoots him. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah. Let's continue watching this everything in slow-mo. That'll clear shit up a little bit. Wow. The tracking was impeccable. Because he was on the single pixel on that guy. Yeah, that's a aimbot script, yup. If there's another guy here... Like behind my head... Okay, no. Clip ended. Alright. This one's unclear once again. Pretty hard visible, but still visible, so you know. What do you mean this is normal? Not normal, but if we're going with the metaphor that this is some aiming Jesus, then some of this is explainable at least, right? We're looking for concrete proof, like the flick into someone, but visibly not seeing them, and that's why you're not shooting them, right? We're talking about stuff like that, where you flick exactly onto some people, don't shoot them because you as a person don't see them, and therefore don't shoot, but your aimbot saw it, and aims for you, right? There's stuff like that. We're looking for stuff like that. Again, this is explainable. Alright, explainable. Somewhat, anyway. But holy shit, some of the shit was... Again, explainable to some extent. That was explainable, so it's... We're not gonna look at that. Is this one of the... Is this what I think it is? No, okay, no, it's not. There was another clip right at this location that was fucking insane. This is explainable. The fuck you mean? Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. It wasn't on the person exactly, so it's not the aimbot that did that. Certain snap movements like that are usually very hard to train reflexes for. Usually, however, that level of skill comes with more evidence of game sense. Game sense can't be faked. The movements are also way too jittery, and notice the movements, very precise turns, almost as if robotic. I get that, but for me, that's not enough, right? Maybe he just spent 100 hours a day. Don't ask me how. He just figured out how to multiply hours in a day. Maybe he just spent 100 hours a day in aim labs or furry aim labs. I don't fucking care what it was. But, you know. Whatever. I'm looking for concrete evidence. Until so far we saw that one snap after the stone that was on the target, specifically on the target, but didn't shoot it because he didn't see it. That's it. That one here is weird. This one here, this is weird. Doesn't he have a history of botting? I don't know. Because just because it's on the mini-map doesn't mean you can instantly snap to his torso on a completely different height. This is a new game. You cannot get used to the maps this quickly. This is what bothers me most right now. This is it. Instantly on the body. That one's weird. Right? Bros. Boo 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 boo. This is again explainable. But yeah, the game sense thing, I also believe that that is a kind of evidence. It's a half evidence, basically, where there's not much game sense or movement, yet the aim, it's like a single stat is on max, and everything else is on low tier. Something like that, right? This, again, is kind of weird, having a single pixel show and hitting it that much. See, all of the obvious aim lock means it puts everything into question, even if it's explainable how much of what we've seen into doubt. Yeah, I get it, but we have 2 or 3 concrete evidences so far, right? We only have 2 or 3. I'm looking for only those right now, right? I'm only looking for concrete evidence. There's more. This is just from his clips only, right? This is his own clips. There is far more we're gonna look at, right? This is just the start. Right, I don't care about what looks suspicious. I'm looking at what clearly is and isn't. That's it. This is explainable once again. The TTK in this game is kind of nuts, honestly. All right, this one here is weird once again. Aiming for that one, going for the one that's looking at you, correct choice, right? Correct choice. But then switching to someone who doesn't even see you? That's weird. That's fucking weird, right? Because you'd want to get rid of the threat. So this is... Why the fuck are you aiming on that guy? Wow. Just hold down the trigger. Free instances of weird snap aim. Yeah. No, that entire segment was kind of weird. All right. It's like it's auto ADSing. Maybe, I'm just saying maybe the aimbot works in a way where as soon as he ADSs, it starts doing its thing. So he kinda does the flicking off, like, no scope, and then as soon as he presses the ADS, it flicks for him, probably, yeah. You know. Alright. Explainable again. Alright. This is all the clips from Riley CS that we got. Go back to the clip where he was on top ruined building into a junction. Where was that shit? Oh, there. Do you mean this? Watch. It's a little weird how there's little to no ADS than snap lock. Yeah, kinda. No, it changes, right? Yeah, I see it now. I see it now. I see it now. Yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, I see it. I see it.
Caught.
Now this one is for something separate. This is not about the aimbot.
This individual has been caught using overlays that are banned in many first-person shooters.
There we go.
Overlays that EA themselves will ban you for.
This is actually a screen crosshair that you download, and it helps you shoot straight. Just in case you need help, you know, finding the center of your screen. If you look down the bottom of the screen, right there, you'll see the application. This is it here. This is what it's called. Riley CS uses overlaid crosshairs in the center of her screen to help with her own aim. This cracked god at gaming has to have a crosshair overlaid on the screen still to this day. Yeah, moving on.
Here, if you go to Documents.
So that is the crash dump file right there at the bottom, and that is the actual overlay for the crosshair. Right there in the center of our screen. Now, there's a lot of stuff online saying that you can be banned from games for using these crosshairs. There's even an EA thread specifically saying, do not use these in our games.
Yep. This is the second instance of undeniable fact of cheating. This has nothing to do with the aimbot, but this is a third-party thing where, again, it gives you an advantage, and that is cheating. That is literally cheating, right? Whether you say, oh, that's not as bad, this is still cheating. This is not the aimbot cheating, right? This is less of a problem, I agree. This is, however, still cheating, whether it's by game developer standards or as a gaming community, this is still absolutely cheating. And now this again, this is the clip I saw, right? Where it snaps to the target, but he doesn't shoot. Because he doesn't see him himself. So he didn't see a danger yet. And yes, so the aimbot is toggled to aiming. It is toggled to the ADS. So that is undeniable proof here. It also is a tool you could use to help calibrate the aimbot. Oh. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, that's pretty bad. There we go. This is the thing. Now, this is a, this video will end Riley CS, the Battlefield 6 cheater who always cheated and lied all along. Now, this is made by the 10iqgaming. Perfect fucking name! Why didn't I come up with that? Fuck! Good fucking name. Good fucking name.
So I recently saw all the stuff going down.
By the way, welcome.
Battlefield, cheating, cheater, all the accusations and whatnot. Now, pulled up a couple of the streams. I will say, off the rip, huge thing that not going for Riley is the fact that all these VODs are being taken down privated. If you're in the middle of being accused by an entire player base.
10iqgaming, brilliant.
So you private all of your VODs so no one can watch them. That's what cheaters do, okay? You've got one.
True. Why are the VODs not watchable? That is a fact. That is true. This is weird. This is absolutely weird. Why would you take down this many VODs? A single VOD? I understand. I take down my Twitch VODs when there's something in there that I can't show. However, 99% of the time, you will find the VOD on YouTube again. You will be able to find it. Except for one single VOD that I was too lazy to fix by cropping out something. It is still banned. Not by me, by YouTube. But you know, I don't even remember what it's about. But you know, that's why 99% of the time.
One streamer where if someone was cheating, they'd just turn their cheats off and play legit with a mouse cam. Yeah, I mean, bravo. These streams here, not everyone else can access these. Put them up so people can watch them, okay? Now, I watched a couple of VODs. I didn't go too far into this myself. If you're new to my channel, I know a lot of people in the comments were. Last time I made a Battlefield video. It's been a long time since I cheated. I know how cheats work. I know how that whole scene works.
Oh!
That's why I make the kind of content I make with the knowledge that I have. Now, I'm going to play some things that Riley had to say about me. Never knew Riley. I believe I even made a couple of comments defending her and suggesting to people that they were, you know, they didn't really have any evidence. I mean, they had some suspicious clips, but they didn't really have any crazy evidence. They just had some crazy gameplay, you know.
It's just funny to me. Every time someone gets accused of something and then tries to clear things up, as soon as they try to clear things up, they show evidence of them actually committing whatever they're accused of. It is so funny to me that it happens so many times.
That was what I was telling people to do. But this is Riley CS's opinion of me. Let's let that play real quick.
Did 10iqgaming make a video about me? There's no way. Or is he in here? Dude, fucking 10iqgaming, the most accurate name.
Hey, it is a good fucking name, okay?
Why do you instantly ban 10iq? That guy's YouTube videos are awful. Doesn't he think
Oh,
Desmond
wow.
is cheating? If you think Desmond is cheating, you just, you know, there's something going on. This is where the fun begins. 10iq never once said that Desmond is cheating. Listen, man, I don't keep up with 10iqgaming
Wow,
that much
this
because
shit's
he's annoying.
lagging.
10iq needs to stick to Tarkov. Real.
So yeah, the classic streamer discredit move. The move where the streamer just makes up a total lie or an assumption and then pushes it as fact to 1,000 plus viewers and just does everything they can to discredit me. A lot of people do this. Now, I watched over a couple of VODs. Once I seen that someone I've never interacted with was so desperate to discredit me or push false information about me.
It is.
Just basically just lie about me.
At the least, it's suspicious.
Wacko. I decided to get involved. So
God
I'm going to
damn
drop
it.
a whole heap of
Just a second. There. I am once again in my little corner. God fucking damn it. I got pushed out of my own, but now I'm in a different
no
one.
one else has been speaking about. So in doing that, I'm going to show you why streamers desperately discredit me the best they can. We will start off with the fact that Riley CS has been 7 days suspended before on Twitch on October 18, 2024 for cheating in a multiplayer game. Now, how many times can someone be falsely banned for cheating and not cheat? Twitch, in my opinion, if you got a 7-day ban for cheating in a multiplayer game from Twitch, you would have had to have been doing something pretty serious. You would have had to have had cheats on screen. I've seen guys have cheats on their screen that I've investigated. Their cheats have shown up on their screen. They didn't even get a 24-hour suspension. So I dare say this might not have even been a first offense. This was posted by Riley CS in 2024. October 21st, 3 days after the 7-day suspension. Riley's explanation was, I'm just too good at the game. I'm just too good. Now, we are going to get into some information which kind of proves the opposite and kind of proves that Riley's doing things that I did when I very first started gaming on a literal computer. This big crack god big crack Chad God gamer. I'm going to show you guys some stuff later, which kind of, you know, proves the opposite. But anyway, suspended before from Twitch for cheating in a multiplayer game. Now, obviously,
So this
the
is
most
a cheater
recent ban was
reformed.
because of mass reporting.
That's pretty
obvious.
fun.
I said that in my Discord. I
Good for
said that
him.
on Twitter. Everyone was saying, oh, Riley got banned. It's proven. No, it's because thousands of people are mass reporting it. I was watching Suddenly Toast with my audience. It was only like 150, 200 people. And my audience alone reporting Suddenly Toast channel was enough to also get him banned for the same amount of time. And his channel went straight back up. It's just a thing that Twitch does. They just take the channel down, they review it, and they put it back up. This, however, is an actual 7-day suspension for cheating in a multiplayer game. This is cheats on screen only. Like, Twitch doesn't sit down and assess gameplay and decide you're cheating. Like, they only do this for flat out plain as day cheating on stream. Like, cheats on screen. There's nothing else they do this. And a 7-day suspension is very harsh. Maybe it was a serious offense, the way it happened. Maybe it was a second offense. Who knows? But in my mind, how many times do these things need to keep happening until someone just starts looking silly, denying that they're cheating or they've cheated at some point? Second point I wanted to raise, Riley's CS's answer every single accusation or claim or suspension from Twitch is, I'm just good at the game, I'm just crack. Well, I managed to pull up VODs that, you know, conveniently the ones that Riley CS has intentionally piloted while only using the hand cam streamer to prove innocence while hiding all these other streams. So my first thought was, well, let's watch the streams that are hidden, right? Because they're obviously hidden for a reason. And sure enough, this is what I found.
Here, if you go to documents,
I
What was
noticed
that?
on Riley's latest stream where she
that is
uses a mouse cam, that
the
this particular crosshair was not showing up on her stream when she was alt tabbing. It was only showing up on the streams that have been privated or deleted and taken down from her channel. Now, my first thought was that this was a cheat. What it actually is something that completely disproves her entire claim of being just a cracked goat at FPS gaming. And that's why everyone thinks she cheats. This is actually a screen crosshair that you download, and it helps you shoot straight. Just in case you need help, you know, finding the center of your screen. If you look down the bottom of the screen, right there, you'll see the application. This is it here. This is what it's called. Riley CS uses overlaid crosshairs in the center of her screen to help with her own aim. Like, kind of like I did when I very first started playing on computer, and I got a whiteboard marker and did a little dot in the center of my screen just to help me hip fire in DayZ and things like that. This cracked god at gaming has to have a crosshair overlaid on the screen still to this day. Yeah, moving on.
here,
Very god gamer, big god gamer.
So that is the crash dump file right there at the bottom, and that is the actual overlay for the crosshair right there in the center of her screen. Now, there's a lot of stuff online saying that you can be banned from games for using these crosshairs. There's even an EA thread specifically saying do not use these in our games. There's the overlay. There's the crosshair.
It wasn't even that long ago.
File. It's running right now on her computer. She's using it. The big cracked goat, big cracked aiming Chad, who's currently live on stream right now, giving aiming advice to all these people that are asking, uses crosshair overlay. Now, on to my next lot of issues.
Battlefield 6 open beta. This, it's not opening. Nice. Can it fucking open, please?
Now, our first EXE program, it looks like Team Fortress. Now, I found some cheating threads under this exact name where they detailed that you would need to have the Team Fortress loader in a 64-bit exe file. I'm not too knowledgeable on coding and all that kind of stuff. Apparently, cheats cannot load for Team Fortress unless it's in a 64-bit file or loader or exe or whatever. Maybe people more knowledgeable can explain it down in the comments based off this thread. I couldn't really make a call, but apparently the file on the left side is what the old Team Fortress used to look like, and now cheats would need to be 64-bit to run once the game started or something. I don't know. I'm going to put information on the screen. You guys can take a look. I couldn't really make a call on the Team Fortress thing. There is a lot of stuff online about it specifically having to be the win64.exe to be able to inject and run a cheat on Team Fortress. And that's the one our streamer here has run very recently. That wasn't so much my main concern. My main concern was the exe or loader named Apex Legends. Now, that is not a loader for Apex Legends. That is just not a loader to start Apex Legends. That's not... They don't even call the loader to start their game Apex Legends. I'll show it on the screen what the actual loader to the game looks like here. This looks like, to me, just a literal exe file that someone has just slapped the game name on. And if we go back, you can actually see what games are installed on this PC. And Team Fortress and Apex Legends are not installed on this computer. But there's just two very recently used exe files.
What did I say before? As I told you, this motherfucker, I swear to fuck, if this jackass was a part of the bot crisis. No, I fucking told you. People will expose themselves in trying to prove that they're not doing what they're accused of. Motherfuckers always do that. Pirate did it. That one CSGO woman did it in like fucking walls. There's so many. Oh my god, it's so fucking good, man. It's so fucking good. I love when people expose themselves. It's so fucking fun, man.
Right there in these game names that aren't installed on this computer. You know, who knows? Maybe they're just old launchers for games that aren't installed anymore.
I don't think so.
I guess the Apex Legend one is an exe for something, but it's not for Apex Legends because that's the loader right there. Who knows? Only Riley could answer these questions. It seems she chose
Two Butters just self-report so often. It's hilarious.
10iqgaming, the most accurate name.
All I can do is just tell you guys this information.
Yeah, you need 10 IQ only to expose you. Ooh.
Just give it to you guys, and you guys can make your own opinion.
Sorry about the laugh. What the fuck is this?
Here somewhere. It's
I don't know.
Clip, so good luck.
Holy hell, Riley! What was the rush of trying to get out of your notepad so quickly? You didn't even show your viewers what you were trying to show them. What was the rush?
Eat. No.
This. It's not opening. Nice. Can it fucking open, please?
Okay, so right there in Notepad, open, we have Valorant something. I mean, who knows what that could be. I remember when I cheated, I used to have Notepad folders just full of accounts and different passwords and keys to cheats I was using at the time. Just so much info that I needed to just keep all together because it was just impossible to remember. Valorant something, that game's not even installed on this PC right now. So, I mean, who knows? Valorant does have a really insane anti-cheat. So if you were cheating, you would have to uninstall Valorant, completely remove it from your PC, then cheat, then reinstall Valorant, and then use a specific Valorant cheat. So it's no shock to me that Riley's being accused of cheating and Valorant isn't installed on this PC. Then we move over to ProSave. We saw that earlier.
So we got a guy who used to bot himself.
It's like...
we got a guy that used to cheat. Yes, he is a redeemed guy, right? He's openly saying, yeah, I used to cheat. I was an asshole, so... You know, I don't know his history. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt, shall we? I mean... he's trying his best right now to do everything for the betterment of the community. You know, I say let's give him a pass and see how he does in the future, right? If he goes back to the ways, you can always call him out when he does it, right? Right now, he's doing good. Let's leave it at that. Right.
The game's sound files or something, I'm not sure. Then we have user configuration, and user configuration. Now, I'm unsure of what these are.
Yeah, me
many
neither.
cheats have the ability to save your own user configuration in a notepad and then simply cut and paste it into the cheat. You can save and load configs or a particular setting that you want for that cheat. If you were going to stream yourself cheating, you would definitely have to have a configuration set up for aimbot, for on stream. It would have to be super subtle. You have to have a whole heap of configured settings ready to go when you stream, ready to load into your cheat before you start your stream. Now, moving on, we have a very large number of accounts that rileycs uses. Now, for someone who claims they don't cheat, what is the good of having all these?
Yeah, it's just so many things don't add up, you know? The math ain't mathing. If Riley really is not cheating, the math ain't mathing.
Different Steam accounts that you own that are privated so that no one can see the information. Most of them are very new or close to new. What is the point of having all these accounts that I have proven are yours? Why do you have all these accounts, Riley? People who play legit don't have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different Steam accounts, Riley. Now, here is a post on Twitter of Riley admitting that she or he uses alts to play whatever game. These are the Steam accounts that I currently was able to link to him with just a little bit of research with a friend.
A little bit of research,
and
okay.
We found several. I dare say there would be more, and I dare say there's a lot more stuff I've missed, but just the behaviors and the stuff I'm seeing, it's all an indicator of one particular type of person. The reason I noticed these things so quickly is because I used to be this person. I used to have notepads full of game accounts and config files, and I used to have loaders just all over my PC, everywhere, from cheats that I'd used at some point, and I just left them there. And I had accounts all over the place and everywhere, from traversing games, cheating. All this stuff is all the same behaviors I was doing when I was cheating. And there was also a massive lineup of people around me accusing me of cheating because I...
It's like when you've grown up and you see yourself in another child and you're disappointed and trying to, like, tell them, hey, yo, don't do that. You're gonna regret it. You're going to regret it. And they do it anyway. And it feels like that, the way he's talking about it.
You don't need this many Steam accounts. You don't need all these exe files all over your computer. You don't... If you're this big aim god and this big crack high-tier aim player, why do you need a crosshair on your screen? That just makes no sense. None of it makes sense. I'm not going to go over too much gameplay because I noticed a lot of people have gone over a lot of gameplay. I'm just going to point out some things that I noticed and just some things that are they're an indicator to me that someone is using ESP or radar or chams and they have extra information. You're going to see the same behavior take place over and over. And it's not so much to do with the aim. A lot of people are calling out the aim. I just noticed consistent behavior of someone that has more information than they should. That's pretty much the video, gentlemen. Every time a streamer opens their mouth about me, they always will try to tell you that I'm wrong, or I'm a liar, or I'm an idiot, or I don't know what I'm talking about, or I'm crazy.
Or is he in here? Dude, he was? Oh my god. Fucking 10iqgaming. Why do you instantly ban 10iq? That guy's YouTube videos are awful. Doesn't he think Desmond is cheating? If you think Desmond is cheating, you just, you know, there's something going on.
Unfortunately for this streamer, I wasn't even going to go into this whole situation. But I mean, once I seen that Riley was live and I showed up at the stream and I just get instantly banned out of the chat the second I speak.
Damn.
And I have to just listen to someone just lie about me and say that I claimed Desmond Pillac was cheating. Yeah, no, bro. I'm actually going to go sit at my computer now and I mean, it doesn't take long to prove people like you are up to no good. Maybe you need to be honest to the player base about some things and stop trying to discredit the people that you know could sit down and call you out, because it doesn't work. It's never worked on this channel. And if anything, it just made me sit down and actually make some effort with you, Riley. And I am going to do a live stream. We're going to break down some more gameplay coming up. Be there for that, gentlemen. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
This was a beautiful little explanation by 10iqgaming. Beautiful name, by the way. Yeah, subscribe and like, as always.